Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Thanks for joining me. There's a feature within IRT that was just released that I was part of developing, and it's called Flex Levels. This video shows you how to add these levels and what they mean. Flex levels are simply levels that are created for various products. Right now we have them on the ES, NQ, the 10-year Treasury note, the German Bund on Eurex, the Euro, and crude oil. More products would be available as we find more volunteers to provide those levels. But in any case, the feature here is that these flex levels are pulled from a server from futurestrader71.com and can be put on your chart without any effort. The goal, of course, is not to turn that into a subscription or to create a dependency between us. The goal is simply to provide some macro levels that allow anybody who's following along and is using IRT to have the same information, to standardize information across the board. Let's show you how to get these levels, and then you'll be able to see what these flex levels look like. The first step you need to follow is go to File, Open, RTX Extension Manager. Go down to Is Flex Levels and make sure it's installed. So if it's installed and you click on installed, it'll show up here as installed. Make sure you have the latest version. In the recording this video, the version is 1.2. If there's a newer version, you'll hit update now. If you update, just hit OK or exit once it's done. You don't need to chart it. Okay, so that's the first step to make sure. But stepping back for a minute, in order to have this feature, you need to have version 12.5 or greater, Investor RT version 12.5 or greater. If you don't know what Investor RT is, just go to linsoft.com /FT71. Investor RT is this package that you're seeing on the screen. It charts the markets, volume profiling, and does a lot of pretty advanced feature. Has a lot of pretty advanced features. So with the flex levels, once you know you have your flex levels turned on, you can go to, I prefer to use it on a 15-minute chart. So I'm going to open a 15-minute chart because they are macro levels. And I'm going to hit the insert key to add a technical indicator. I'm going to go down to RTX extensions. I'm going to go down to Is Flex Levels. And then in this box here, you're going to want to change this to FT71 Master Levels. If you want to override the colors, if you don't like the colors or whatever, you can do that. You can do that after you've brought this in. You brought these levels in. Once you click on Close and Add, it adds these levels onto your chart. You can put that on any of your ES, NQ, CL, ZN, FGBL, 6E charts. And it'll have the same effect. It'll show, it could be on a short-term chart, on a long-term chart, it doesn't matter. As long as it's on a chart of that product, it'll bring these in. What I like to do once I've pulled them in, the indicator is being put in at the top layer, and what I like to do is push it back. So I click on one of the flex level lines, any one of these, right click, and I say send to back so that they rest in the background. The other thing I like to do is you can easily switch these and override the style. You might want to change the color of the lines. You might want to change how they're shown. You can switch to compact, which fills in all the space, all the right margin space. See, this is compact. You can create a distance. Here we go. Let's select one of these, or select it from here, actually. There it is. Edit. You can change the labels. You can suppress the prices. You can kill the bands and just make them into lines because you think the bands are too thick. I wouldn't do that for a gap zone, and so on and so forth. You want to make sure that it's set, the scope is set to this chart, any instrument, and I like to have it show the label on the right side. And so here it is. So now we have these levels. sitting back here that we can look at, and these levels will update every 5 minutes. So if I go on the server and update a long-term level, like I will be removing this gap zone soon, in the next 5 minute cycle or so, or however long the timeout period is, it'll just disappear off your chart. And that's how flex levels are. If you want these removed, select one of these flex levels and just hit the delete button on your keyboard, or you can always pull it up by double clicking in a white space to look at all of your chart elements, select flex levels, and hit delete to close it. That's it. It's that simple. Take care.